All right, Grentro, how's it going?
What's good, man? Long
Hey,
drive from the 818. Where
okay.
we at right now? What's the area code right here?
909,
909.
Rialto.
We in the 909. Yeah, it's a little drive
Inland
over here,
Empire.
but we made it. What's good,
We
bro?
made it. Get it cracking, man.
What's good with it though?
Get into your story a little bit. Get to know you a little bit better for the fans.
Just
So we
just
get
an
to.
artist, another artist from the 818, Pacoima. Just trying to take his talents and try to display them as much as I can. You know what I mean, man? And just stay on the, try to keep our people on the rise in a good direction. You know what I mean? So that's about it. Just same old story. Everybody's story kind of the same, similar in ways, but just another ombre from the street. You know what I mean, homie? But
That's what's up.
just trying to get my music out there. High Power's giving me an opportunity, giving me a platform to be on, and just trying to make the most of it, man. You know what I mean? That's it. Just trying to stay focused. Try to stay out of them 2, 3 yards, 4 yards and shit. Ain't got time for all that. But anything else, trying to stay focused, man. That's it, man. What's up with you though? Everything good?
Everything's good,
Everything
man.
good over here on this side or what?
You know,
That's
keeps
what's
this
up.
keeps me busy.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. But yeah, that's
Well,
about it.
well,
Just
let's get to know you a little bit better.
got an
Man.
album coming out.
Let's take it back a little bit, man. You're from Pacoima.
Yeah.
So for people who might not know, where is that about?
That's in the 818. It's the valley. It's the San Fernando Valley, to be direct. The San Gabriel Valley, San Fernando Valley, and those pretty much
So it's like up
they're
there by
adjacent to
like by Magic
LA
Mountain?
County. Yeah. It's a little I mean, it's before that coming this way. Magic Mountain's about, I'll say, like 15 minutes away from my neighborhood. Just
Okay.
you hit the 5 and yeah, you'll hit Magic Mountain, all that shit. But along those lines though, there's a big valley like right before that just got all kinds of shit going on. But yeah, it's a valley just right off of right out of LA County, one of the valleys.
Okay. Are you guys LA County? Did you say you're LA County?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Everybody that goes to the LA County jail, they're either from the valleys or downtown or the harbor area. So yeah, we all get mixed in together, that's for sure. When we all, when we get in the system, get caught up in the system and shit. But I ain't got no time for all that. Let's get onto this rap shit, get the bag. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man.
Simple as that. I'm just trying to get to the bag. But
So what was things like for you growing up?
just the streets, really, man. I got caught up in the streets pretty young, living on the streets, so I just adapted to it. So the rules of the streets are what I was raised off of. You know what I mean?
What do you mean by living on the streets?
I was on the street, literally, like living on the streets for a while. Didn't have nowhere to go for a minute, and
When you were a kid?
I'm a teenager, I'll say. Teenager. My childhood story, I was moving around, but my grandma lived in Pacoima, and my parents split, and I went off with my grandma, and she pretty much took me in, when things got rough, and that's pretty much where I was raised from, and Pacoima's them streets where you have to learn quick, you know what I mean, and you're gonna have to get adjusted to the street life, you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of the road I chose too, but it was the road that was kind of just put in front of me as well, you know what I mean? But yeah, you just gotta learn quick, you know what I mean? Same old story, just like anybody else from any other hood, It's not too much different, you know what I mean? But just trying to,
How old would you say when all this was going
Oh
on?
man, maybe 14, 15 years old.
14, 15?
Yeah,
So
just hit the block. I started hitting the block trying to make money,
are you
How
out
else do you do that,
Are you out on your own at this time?
Of course, yeah, of course.
So you're not with your grandma no more?
I stop in from time to time and visit her, you know what I mean? Make sure she's good, but yeah, you gotta leave the nest at some point, But yeah, that's about it, bro. And
What was going on that made you that you wanted to be on your own? At that, I mean, that's pretty young, 14, 15 years old.
Well, I got kicked out of my house. You know what I mean? I got kicked out, and I had to, you know what I mean? I was just starting to be rebellious, man, and my abuelita's old school, she doesn't put up with that shit, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, she kind of seen what route I was taking, She seen the route I was going on, and she wasn't too happy with it, so I just had to leave the nest and just figure out things on my own, Like we're young men, man. We learn the hard way. You know, we're not supposed to learn the easy way, man. We're supposed to fall, get back up. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what. You know, so, you know, growing up, like, you gotta learn shit on your own. You know what I mean? You gotta become a man on your own sometimes, you know? And that's just pretty much it, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, it could be rough.
yeah, it's all good though. I don't regret nothing, man. You know what I mean? I don't regret nothing. I got a good family. And I'll never put the blame on my family on the road I took. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know, I chose my lifestyle too, you know, but now I'm in a point where I'm just trying to, you know, show other young homies and the youth that there is a way too, you know? There's outlets, there's other things you could do than just go to in and out of prison your whole life. And you know what I mean? If you got a talent, you got to put it out there, you know what I mean? By all means, you know, we got to show what we're capable of, you know what I mean? Because sometimes we get put into a category where it seems like we're just nothing but trouble and we're just, you know, like just finding the easy way out, easy routes out, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much just the street. But you know, there's a lot of our raza that are out there doing good things for the communities and for our people too, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just trying to be an example, you know what I mean? Try to be an example of someone that's from the hood and that eventually made it out, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully I'm taking the right route in doing so, you know what I mean, man?
I hear you.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's about it.
Did you have any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, you had a couple brothers, you know, they're always in and out of prison too, you know, most of their lives, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, my brothers were kind of like the people I was looking up to as a kid, you know what I mean? So it's like I kind of started falling down that same road, you know, but
Two brothers and you guys are all from the same neighborhood.
Yeah, pretty much you could say that, you know. Yeah, we're raised around the same guidelines, bro, you know what I mean? Same guidelines, dog. So, you know, I ain't gonna speak much on it, but yeah, my brothers are still out there just, you know, doing their thing, you know what I mean? But
what was school like for you?
School was quick. I got kicked out in the 9th grade. So school was pretty quick.
What'd they kick you out for?
Fuck, I hit my teacher. Yeah, I hit my teacher. Who was tripping on me. I was like kind of a smart aleck of the class, you know what I mean? Always cracking jokes and shit. And I cracked some kind of joke and, you know, the teacher kind of like put his hands on me and shit. And I guess he was the one that ended up fucking getting cracked and being the joke, you know? So
the teacher put his hands on you?
Yeah. Like he grabbed me, like there was a little tussle, you know? I had a smart mouth, you know what I mean? I was a kid that always thought he was funny, you know what I mean? And yeah, I put up a little smart remark, and yeah, he pretty much grabbed me, and that was it. That was the end of my schooling right there, man. I hit my teacher. I never went back to school. It's pretty sad. It is what it is. You know, I don't encourage the kids to take my route. That's for damn sure, you know. But yeah, that's how school ended with me. You know what I mean? And then I just started hitting the block. You know what I mean?
So, okay, that was going to be my next question. So now that you're not going to school.
Yeah, I just hit the block, started just.
No continuation or nothing?
I didn't waste my time. I tried, didn't work out. More problems with other individuals from the next city over, you know. And it just didn't work out. It was just too much trouble, man. So.
Okay. So
figured out how to rap. You know
so
what I mean? I figured out, I said, fuck school, and I figured out how to rap, you know? Again, I don't encourage this to the youth that's watching this, you know what I mean? But it's pretty much my story, you know? And here I am, you know, 10 years later, maybe a little bit more, you know? 15 years later, really, and I'm on the grind, you know what I mean? On the grind, trying to still make it happen, man. It's definitely not an easy route to go by, you know what I mean? It's not easy to do. Not today, why everybody thinks they're a rapper too, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy to make it these days, you know what I mean? And it doesn't seem like the real's in anymore anyways, you know? Like, it seems like you gotta put on an image to make it these days, homie, but that just will never be me. I'll go the long route before I fake the funk, you know what I'm saying? Or fake it to make it, you know what I mean? I'll go the long route if that's the case, you know? But my talent's gonna speak for itself, man, when you guys start looking into my music and hearing my songs and And just hearing the projects I put together, you know, it's gonna be, it's gonna be undeniable. I'll tell you that, man. You know.
I hear it. I hear that.
Me and Sapo Picasso, we've been working hard to get to this spot right now. You know what I mean? My cousin Short Dog was the one that put a microphone in front of my face. You know, it's been a long road to get where we're at right now, and we're still not satisfied. I ain't even close to satisfied on where I plan to be, big dog. You know what I mean? But still work to put in, and just keep on the lookout, because I will be coming, and there will be waves coming with it. You know what I mean? Straight up, homie. Mm-hmm. Feeling that Laker jersey you got on, man. Late great Kobe Bryant, you know what I mean?
Thank you, man.
Hell,
That's what's up.
From the IE to the 818, gotta rep the colors, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
All right.
Pretty much
you
basic story, man.
So
you know?
growing up in the streets, you know, there's going to be a lot of different things you're going to go through.
Absolutely.
A lot of ups, a lot of downs, you know, a lot of problems.
That's for sure.
You know, homies are going to be in and out of jail. You know, family members. You know, what do you think was one of the most craziest things you've seen growing up in the streets?
Shit. I've seen a couple little homies pass in front of me, man. You know, I've seen my dad get taken in from the police. You know, I've seen my brothers get the house raided. Man, I could keep going and going, man, you know, but it's pretty sad because it's kind of like natural. It's kind of natural in our habitat for things like that to go on, you know, as crazy as it sounds. But yeah, I mean,
you seen someone get killed right in front of you?
Yeah, I've seen I didn't see exactly what went down, but I heard it, ran to it, and my little homie was right there on the floor dead, you know.
Damn.
So it's happened a couple times on my block, right where my grandma, you know, still has her house at, you know what I mean? Like,
how old were you when this first happened?
The first one, I was probably like 17, 18 years old, you know, and the little homie that passed was probably like maybe 14, 15, you know, from just, you know, gang violence and you know, just jealousy that spreads through the street, you know, for some reason, you know, why our gente decides to.
So as you walk over there,
that route, you know, but
as you walk over there and you see him on the ground, man, what are you thinking at that time?
Damn, just gang banging's real. You know, if this shit is real, we're signing up for. You know, just thinking about his mom. You know, thinking about his parents. Like, thinking about, damn, that could be me. Feel me? So a lot of things that cross your mind. You know, it's hard to just pinpoint one thing. You know what I mean? Like, all kinds of shit cross your mind, man. You know, so.
How'd you feel? Were you like mad, sad?
Oh, yeah, all of it. All of it. Mad on who did it. Sad for his family, and sad for him being 15, 16 years old. Not even able to experience life. What it's like to be a man. You know, like to give life, or to, you know, homie missed his sisters having a quinceañera, everything, you know, like, and it still hasn't stopped. I lost little homies recently, you know, so it goes round and round, man. So eventually we have to draw a line, and people have to figure it out. Like, all we're doing is hurting ourselves, you know what I mean? But
I hear you.
Crazy shit, bro. You know what I mean?
I mean, who all, like, everybody from the block start running over there?
Yeah,
a lot of chaos.
Big old scene, yeah. That's the only way
I could
describe
come?
it. The only way I could describe it, yeah. And they just leave them there, you know. They don't even pick up a body. You know, they can't. Well, the cops can't even touch the body, for one, you know. Cops get there first before the paramedics, you know. And police can't even move the body, you know. They're not. You know, that's not in their job description. You feel me?
Not trained.
It's just not their job to do that. You know what I mean? It's the paramedics' job to obviously come take a corpse off the street, you know. But even then, you know, the corpse gets left on the street for 2-3 hours because the detectives come and they start investigating, and you know what I mean? It just, your body's left there for a couple hours just till you get stiff, you know. Like, it's a trip. And I'm pretty sure what I'm talking about ain't nothing new to other people, for other homies from other vatos, you know. You know, it ain't nothing. I'm pretty sure shit happens over here too. I know it happens over here. It happens everywhere, man, you know. But it's just been a cycle, you know what I mean, that we kind of been caught up in, and it kind of holds our hinted down a little bit, you know what I mean? Even in the rap game, you know what I'm saying? Like, homies need to start just looking past all that shit, homie, and you know, doing things together and making music together and putting our talents out there and being a force to be reckoned with, you know, as a united front, you know what I mean? As a people, you know, because we got some dope ass rappers out there that are homies. Dope. Clean, you know, just got skills, got wordplay, but for some reason, you know, nobody's engaging with anybody, you know what I mean? Nobody's engaging with everybody, and we're not all coming to that point where we're all trying to make music together and we're all trying to succeed in what we're trying to do. You know, it seems like more of it's just like hidden jealousy and shit, you know? And that's all.
No, I hear you.
That's all out, man. And if we're gonna make it, man, we gotta somehow work together, you know? You know, so, you know, just some little food for thought, just what's on my mind. I'm not saying I'm right, not saying I'm wrong, you know what I mean? I'm just we're at a point where I'm just trying to express what I feel. Obviously, I do that with my music too, you know? So, you listen to my music, you guys get more of a feel where I come from and what I am and what, you know what I mean? My morals and my, you know what I mean? How I carry and hold myself, you know what I mean? But, yeah, streets are a trip. It ain't nothing new. My story's nothing that's out of the ordinary, bro. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there's a lot more where this came from, you know what I mean? Everywhere else and all the other neighborhoods around, you know what I'm saying? But
So as you see something like somebody getting killed, does it change you at all? How does it affect you?
I mean, I want to say it changes me, but you could say it scars you a little bit, you know? Definitely things you ain't gonna forget, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's a young age.
every action has an emotion. Every action has a reaction, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're human, you know? So I'll be lying right here if I was sitting here telling you how I felt nothing, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I just felt nothing, you know? Like, nah, it's not your dog dying, you know what I mean? It's not, and even then, you still feel something, you know? But, you know what I mean? It's not your little cat dying, you know? It's like, man, you seen one of your homies just laid out on the street. Yeah, definitely. I guess you can say it does change you a little bit, man, you know? Yeah, I was going around the answer trying to figure out some, you know, a better way to put it, but yeah, I guess you could say that, you know? Just leaves you a scar for sure, especially when it happens again. Then it happens again, then it's just like, damn, when can that be you, you know? But I'm just trying to get to this bag, man. Make music, be a good example for other people, for other little homies trying to come up, you know? Like, there's other routes, you know what I mean? Definitely to take. So,
I hear that, man. So, you know, now you're getting older a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You've seen a whole bunch of, you know, horrible things. What's going on in your life now? You know what I'm saying? Now that you're getting a little bit older.
So
are you working?
I've tried to work.
You know,
I've had some warehouse gigs, some warehouse jobs that I held down for a while, but I get busted with I got busted with guns. You know, just, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, for every action there's a reaction or a result. You know, me seeing people laid out resulted in me buying a gun. You know, so that wouldn't be me. So then I started going in and out of prison for multiple gun charges, you know. I have a few of them. I have like 3 or 4 of them. I went to prison twice for possession of firearm charges, and you know, I was in that stage for a little while. Like, man, just I didn't want to go nowhere without something, you know. And with that comes, it's a double-edged sword, man. So it's either you be caught without one, your enemies are gonna pull up on you, or you're gonna be caught with one, and it's one time chasing you down, you know. So it's kind of tough. It's just tough, you know what I mean? But yeah, I went in and out of prison a couple times for possession of firearm charges, and at that point, I wasn't even really worried about rap, you know. It wasn't really, even though I was still rapping, you know, like me and the fellas, we've been rapping a while, you know what I mean? Like rapping, really not, I wouldn't say taking it too serious where we're trying to, you know, make projects and take things to another level, but like, we've been rapping for a little bit, you know? But Yeah, once I got out of the prison the second time, that's when I really just started thinking about it. Like, you know what, I need to put my talent to use. I got a lot of stories. I got a lot of things I could talk about. I got albums in me. You know what I mean? It's just about sitting down and putting it together and coming up with subject matters and things of that nature. You know, like, because I've always been like rapping with a group, you know, kind of a group rap. You know what I mean? So it was a lot easier back then. You know, now, you know, I'm a solo artist, so I could put a lot more creativity into my music. You know what I mean? Me. You know
Do you
what
have
I'm
any
saying?
albums out or anything?
Yeah. I already dropped one album for High Power, Brownstone Diary. I think it came out 2019, 2018, a couple years back now.
Anything before High Power?
Nothing like officially that I dropped. You know, I had little mixtapes just hidden, you know what I mean, like in the vaults and shit, but nothing that just dropped as a project, you know, or as any type of distribution, you know, assistance or any of that. You know, we never had that. You know what I mean? I wasn't focused enough, you know what I mean? Like, this is the point of my life right now where I'm focused to do this, you know? Like, then I wasn't, you know, I was still just caught up in that same old fucking crazy merry-go-round, you know?
Right.
But this is it, you know? It needs to happen now, you know what I mean? I'm on the fucking verge now of leaving my mark, you know? And I'll make sure little petty shit like that, or I'm gonna make sure the streets ain't gonna get in my way, you know what I'm saying? So just on a different path now, you know what I mean? Just staying more focused, man. You know, so I'm just engaged. I'm locked in, you know?
I hear that.
Just like the Mamba in the playoffs, you know, I'm just trying to stay locked in, you know? Just
You want it?
Yeah. How were you when you got featured on your first group solo album? Or no, group album with Shorty? Was that a group or was that Shorty's album?
yeah, that was Shorty's album.
How old were you when you were on that album?
13 or 14.
Oh, okay. So you've been rapping a while.
Yeah, I've been rapping a minute, you know, but like I said, actually putting my own music together as a solo artist and really like pushing it, you know, it's probably been 4 years, 3-4 years, really, me just
solo.
pushing as a solo artist. Yeah, like 3-4 years, so I'm still kind of baby in the game, you know what I mean? But that's, you know, that's all out. It's time to just advance, you know? It's time to advance, my boy, you know? This is chess. We gotta move forward, you know what I mean? Gotta push forward.
At what point did you meet Capone in High Power?
About 3 years ago. 3 years ago, he seen a video. I think we posted on what, Neighborhood? Was it Neighborhood Music? We posted a song featuring my boy too right here, Picasso. You Ain't Gotta Lie, and we posted it on Neighborhood Music. I guess caught a liking to the homie. You know, he seen it. He was kind of at that time he was looking for talent to kind of to put on. You know, he was seeking for talent to put on his label, and he came across my video, and yeah, they gave me a call, see if I was interested in joining the team, and I'm like, shit, I ain't doing nothing. Shit, I'm in the hood doing shit anyways. You know, let's get it. Let's get it. I'm trying to show everybody I'm a dope ass MC anyways. So, what better platform? And you know, High Power was always known for, you know, putting artists out there. You know, putting artists on. You know, and Pony's always had that. You know what I mean? He's always had that reputation. You know, and anybody saying anything different, you know, just look at the proofs in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing it now. So he looked for a new wave of high power artists, and you know, he stumbled across old Grinch-O from the Pac-Town. You know, so just trying to run with it, man. You know what I mean? Trying to run with it. Shout out to the homie Caps too and the High Power Camp for, you know, making this, you know, putting this platform in front of me and, you know, trying to make my dreams come true. You know what I mean? You know, they're definitely pitching an assistance. You know, that's for sure. You threw the assist. You know what I mean? It's time for me to score. You feel me?
I hear you, man.
Yup.
So you meet Capone, and do you get straight to work?
Nah, we chopped it up on the phone a few times, just felt each other out. Obviously, you don't want to just jump into work with someone kind of don't know too well, you know? So even being business associates, you know, you got to get to know your business associate, you know what I mean? So we chopped it up a few times, and he told me he was going to put a contract out there for me, a little simple contract, nothing too major, you know? Like just something simple that you know, we could all read and discuss together. And you know, it was basic, man. It was basic, and it was it was a good jump start for me, man. You know what I mean? It's just been a good jump start for my career, and you know what I mean, just trying to run with it, man. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure there'll be some bigger opportunities in the future, you know. So that's what I'm.
You've worked with I think Stupid Young.
Yeah,
You know, a
yeah.
song with Stupid Young.
Yeah, it was cool.
How'd that come about?
It was cool. Capone made it happen. Some kind of project, I believe. You know, Stupid Young is doing with the High Power Camp, and I guess Capone put his artists out in front of him. You know what I mean? Out in front of this song that was taking place with Stupid Young and drummer. You know, and they felt that I fit for it. You know. So, you know, Capone calls me and tells me, hey, you ready? You know, we got a verse for you right here on this track with Stupid Young and drummer. I'm just like, let's do this. You know what I mean? Like, here's an opportunity, you know what I mean, to be on a track with, you know, 2 established artists already, you know what I mean? People that are already, you know, two homeboys that are already known. You know, obviously Stupid Young, and, you know, he has his fan base already, you know what I mean, representing for his people, you know. Drummer Boy represents for over here, Pomona, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to rep for my city, man, the best as I could to my capabilities, you know what I mean? Worked out. It worked out. Shot a dope-ass video in my hood. The song's called In My Hood. So I got shot in my hood, and we just functioned, man. It was dope. It was dope. Have you seen it? Checked it out already? You know, you checked it out, Pimpin'.
Man, I you know what? I have, but I think it's, how long ago did it come out?
About a month and a half ago, 2 months maybe, 2 months
Okay.
tops.
I see a lot of music. I check out a lot of stuff, but
All right.
that's how I know that you did the song. Yeah, I definitely.
Obviously,
seen
you
it,
did see it then, yeah. You know,
yeah,
so
I definitely seen it.
that's what's up.
Give that a peep.
Yeah. And if you haven't, go run it back real quick, homie. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a slapper. It was a dope track. It just, you know, I'm pretty sure their stories are different from mine, but not too different either. You know what I'm saying? There's always similarities, you know what I mean? Like the struggle's kind of the same out here too, you know? This is LA, man. It's LA County. It's IE, from the IE to San Diego County, man. You know what I mean? The struggle's still the same kind of too, you know what I mean? For the people out here in poverty, you know what I mean? And like, we ain't born with silver spoons in our mouths, homie, you know, or gold spoons in our mouths. Like you know, my mom and my dad had to work, you know. My grandma and grandpa had to work to get all theirs, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, my nana and my gramps came from Mexico, you know, over here in the 60s. You know, so it's been a tough road, period. You know what I mean? If you just look at the history, like, it's been always a tough road for us, you know what I mean? But we ain't gonna complain about it. We just gonna keep this shit popping. We're gonna just keep coasting, keep rolling, you know? Keep it rolling. We ain't going nowhere. Simple
Make
as
it
that.
happen.
Simple as that, man, you know? So,
What do you got planned for the future? What are you working on?
man, music, shows, traveling. You know,
You been on tour
getting
with
the
High
bag
Power
right.
already?
Yeah, we had a tour about a year back. Was it 2019 the tour, or we're in 21 now? It's probably 19.
Beginning of 2020.
Yeah, end of 19 we had a little mini tour. It was cool, man. It was one of my first experiences being on the road and doing different gigs. You know, different cities. And it was a good experience, man. I'm definitely looking forward to more of that in the future. So I think we hit Tucson, we hit Phoenix. Denver. Yeah, we hit Denver. Denver was cool.
You got any wild tour stories?
Huh?
Got any wild tour stories?
We didn't get too wild, but, you know, I got a couple that I'd like to keep disclosed, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, the tour's tour, man. You know what I mean? You're from motel to motel. You know, you're interacting with different gente, different people, you know what I'm saying? So it could get a little wild, but it was cool. It was a real good experience, man. At the end of the day, I was there for business. I wasn't there for pleasure, to party, to, you know what I mean, to go tour a new city. I was there to do what I do on the stage, man. You know what I mean? So I was locked in anyways, you know. But it was a good experience, though, just seeing different cities and, you know what I mean? Really, you know, we only see that shit on TV. You know what I mean? Some people just stay trapped in their element forever, man. And, you know, there's a bigger world out there, bro. You know what I mean? There's a real bigger world than what we're accustomed to. You know what I mean? So just trying to get a little taste of that action. But it was dope. It was dope. Can't wait for the next one. Hopefully this summer it opens up. everybody gets healthy, everybody starts, you know, taking this virus more seriously and you know, protects their family and keeps themselves safe, and you know, we could get another tour cracking, you know what I mean? That's the objective, man. So hopefully we have a big summer coming up. I'll have an album out. I'll be ready to go. I'll tell you that. That's for sure.
When's your album dropping?
I think we're setting it for May, end of May maybe, you know, maybe the latest, I think June maybe, but right before the summer. I'll tell you that. It's gonna drop before the summer, and
Any features on your album?
we're gonna smack the haters in their mouth for this one. But smart man, don't you think? Got Jay Stone on this album. I don't know if you guys seen that video. He has Set in Stone. I did it already probably like 5-6 months ago. The single I dropped off this album with
How'd you
Jay
link up
Stone,
with
All
Jay
Money
Stone?
In. My boy right here put it together. He's taking my manager role. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sapo Picasso put it together. He's filling my manager void that I had for a couple years, but he's, you know, he's stepping up to the plate, getting that done. So I think he contacted his managers and just, you know, just legit business, you know what I mean? And
Connecting the dots.
yeah, just networking, you know, as we call it these days, you know. Thank God for the internet, you know, it's making shit a lot easier for us upcoming artists, you know what I mean? But it's making shit easier and harder at the same time, because then everybody just thinks, you know, they go into their basement and bust a rap and think they're a rapper, and they post it on live and shit, you know what I mean? And, you know, got neighborhood, you know, everybody putting on, you know, but that's cool, man. And no matter what, you know, homies got dreams out there, follow them, man, you know, and you know, you think you got it, and show everybody you got it, you know what I mean? Really show your hunger out there, you know? Because I don't like fools that rap and take this shit as a joke, you know what I mean? Like some silly ass shit that they throw out there, like other fools that ain't even rappers rapping, and you know what I mean? That shit's all just silly, man, you know what I mean? Save it for the real ones, homies, you know? Straight up.
Who were some artists you looked up to growing up?
Shit. There's a lot of shit. My first favorite rapper was Snoop Doggy Dogg. You know, 10 years old, you know, if Doggy Style came out, all my older brothers and homies were bumping Doggy Style, and just 1, 2, 3 to the 4. It's just simple, you know what I mean? Simple, but just it catches you. And, you know, Snoop Dogg was one of my first rappers. And, you know, when I got a little older, I started listening to Pac, and got a little older, started listening to Eminem, and, you know, D12, you know, like, you know, Scarface, you know, all that old school shit, you know, Bone Thugs. Who didn't bump Bone Thugs at one point, you know, like, just all them legends to the game, you know what I mean, influenced me to do what I do, and it's, you know, just, just, I listen to the legends, man, you know what I mean, the fools that made their mark, you know, but, yeah, you could say Pac, Scarface, Bone, all them I would bump as a teenager, you know what I mean, but I say for like the newer era, like that trap shit, like I bumped Jeezy, you know, fools like that, like, you know, you could tell who's just real and really lived it, you know what I mean? Like, that's what catches my attention, you know what I mean? More of the realism in music, you know, storytelling, subject matter, you know what I mean? All that, you know, people making music just for the club and all that's cool too, you know what I mean? But it doesn't move my spirit, you know what I mean? Like, fools telling real stories, men telling real stories that really occurred, you know what I mean? You know, I'm a non-fictional type of guy, you know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't with that fictional shit, you know, so, yeah, I could say that.
I hear you.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
I'm pretty sure you relate, you know what I mean? I'm
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
sure some of those artists I named, you were banging in your day too, you know? Probably still to this day, you know? So,
Oh, yeah.
you know what time it is, big dog, for sure. But,
Oh, yeah.
shit, appreciate you having me, though, for real, man. And shout out to the 909 and what everybody, you know, all the movement up here too, you know what I mean? Oh, you were asking me about features on this album, no? I got Jay Stone on it. A couple homies from the camp. Sapo will be on this album. Clumsy Beats. We just dropped a single. Versace and Cortez. But I got a single coming out with Young Dopey. Me and Young Dopey just finished up a track. Homie Young Dopey, shout out to the homie right now. He's doing his shit out there too, you know, creating a movement for him and his section and shit, you know what I mean? And we just dropped a banger too, man. It's gonna be on my album, and we'll be shooting a video to that pretty soon too, you know. So just be on the lookout, man. I got things in store, that's for sure. That's for sure.
All right, man. That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir.
You good?
Everything good.
Okay.
Right?
All right, bro.
Time to just smoke one, you know what I mean? And just stay focused, man, you know? Anybody out there that's trying to do it, just do it. Put your all into it. And you never know where it could lead to, man. And you'll never know unless you try. So that's pretty much how I'll end this one, you know?
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, all day, man, for sure.
You know?
All day, man. Appreciate you guys having me. And be on the lookout. Check me out, Grinch-O Brown. My Instagram. Plenty, you know, that's where you guys could catch up with what I'm doing. And, you know, check a boy out, man. We coming. We coming for the throne, that's for sure. Get at me.